Today we're going to talk about the topic ASMR. And we chose to name this episode From Screens to Stillness, bringing ASMR into the real world. Now, Solange, where do we start? Let's start with ASMR. I know my daughters know what it is, but I don't think we can presume that everyone knows what ASMR is, what it's short for, and what it entails. Could it please enlighten us?
Yes, of course. And I agree that the younger generations know exactly what ASMR is. It's been around for about 15 years online, and it stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, which, is a bunch of hard, difficult words. But they aim to describe a feeling, and it's never simple to describe a feeling. So ASMR is just a very natural reaction. I think most people have experienced it in their everyday life. It's in the community we talk about tingles. So it's this feeling of tingles. I think it's a very telling word. And you can experience it when someone plays with your hair or scratches your back. And I think that's the most natural way to experience it, through touch. But a lot of us also experience it through sound. So it's being triggered by something that's going on in your senses. And it's become very popular on YouTube and on TikTok. So I think that's where the young people are finding it. Yeah.
And when we talk about tingles, is it the same as goosebumps?
Yeah, it can definitely manifest as goosebumps. A lot of people describe it as starting like in your spine, going up your neck, and kind of an explosion in your brain. Okay, it's not that extreme as an explosion, but it's just this glittery, very nice kind of wave of relaxation and then these tingles. So that is what, ASMR is. And then there is just a whole kind of world of this online. There's so many different triggers, so many different interests. Some people, are into this like soap carving videos. Some people love sounds. So it's actually like a very natural thing that has moved online. And, it's cool. I'm really fascinated that it works that way.
So these tingles, we presume, are always positive. It's a positive feeling of pleasure and
It's
satisfaction.
Yes, it is. It's a very positive feeling. And a lot of people use it to fall asleep, to relieve anxiety, to relieve stress. So most people use it in a very positive sense and get a lot of positive benefits from it. So I have a hard time seeing anything harmful with this.
I'm thinking the opposite, and maybe that's not ASMR, but when you get the chills or like just something down your spine, it doesn't feel correct. That's the negative response of something that's unpleasant.
Yeah,
We're talking
I
positive stimuli, positive responses.
Yeah, and I also have to say that not everybody experiences ASMR, and I guess the counter reaction to this positive feeling would be those chills and kind of like feelings of disgust. So I think there's like a fine line between those of us that experience the positive sensations, and then there's also those that are completely like grossed out about it. And also you can experience ASMR but also be very like triggered in a negative way by certain things.
So does that mean also that one is more sensitive, or that the sensory perception is enhanced, magnified, the stimuli are stronger, or just more clear?
I would guess so. I know they've done research that I have not looked into, but why do some people experience this and others don't? So it could absolutely have to do with sensitivity. And I think what is so fascinating to me is that, I mean, I don't think this is a new feeling or these aren't new sensations. I think it's always been around, this kind of wave of calmness, these tingles. But the fact that we can experience this through a screen, you're not even in the same room as somebody else, maybe that does crave some extra sensitivity. Could be.
Tell us about your journey. When did you get interested in this? How did you come across this, and what do you do with it?
Yeah. So I cannot remember how I stumbled upon this really many years ago. It feels like it was in the start of YouTube. I came across a video where I think it was just a massage therapist, and she was explaining how she was doing a massage and speaking very gently about this. And I was reading the comment section, and there were so many people that were also experiencing, a reaction in their own body. So I've been kind of into these videos from the start, before it was even called ASMR. It was called the whisper community. So people were putting out these relaxation videos, that were, it didn't even have to be a video. It could just be a still picture, and they would do these like guided meditations with whispered voices. And I just got kind of intrigued by it. I have never had difficulties falling asleep. I have been a very anxious person, so I think like the anxiety in me kind of got to take a break as I was watching these videos, and I instead got to experience these, tingles. So yeah, I was pretty early on to discover this. And there weren't a lot of creators out around that time. And I don't know how many there are now. I'm also active on YouTube I've been active on YouTube for about 3 years now with my own channel. So it was kind of a big step for me to go from being a consumer or a viewer of this kind of content to actually start creating. But it's been a really exciting journey actually.
And the name of your channel is Soleil Sessions.
Yes, exactly. Soleil Sessions. And I do videos with some of my viewers. It's completely, they volunteer. So I'm into like massage videos where I massage my viewers that come to me and kind of like co-create content with them. I do also have a lot of videos where it's just me, where I'm doing role plays. But I really do like really like creating videos with other people. That's the type of content that I like to create or like to watch as well.
Is that the transition from screens to stillness, or actually bringing ASMR into the real world? That's where you have clients, and you were actually on national TV, Swedish TV, just recently. Tell us more about that, what you did, and yeah.
Yeah, that was so fun. I don't have a big channel. I've been around for 3 years, but I have about 2,000 subscribers. And my Instagram account is pretty new. My TikTok account is pretty new. It was kind of fun that they found my site. So I was on TV4. They came to this studio that I'm filming in today, and I did a live demonstration. I talked about ASMR. Apparently it's trending now. Throughout my years of watching ASMR, in the comment sections, I would always read like, wow, I wish I could experience this in real life. It was just every single video, you just saw people like, I wish I had a friend that could do this to me. I wish someone could do this to me. And I felt the same. And I honestly really felt like, why is nobody doing this? Why can't I go for Reiki and have somebody, trigger ASMR in me by like gentle massage or, sound healing or sound triggers? Why can't I go to massage and get this kind of experience. So that gave me the idea. I actually studied to become a massage therapist in order to, take the leap and start offering ASMR sessions in real life, because I just saw that there was a demand for this, and it's something that I myself had been looking for, but there wasn't anybody doing it in Stockholm. So yeah, it had to be
So
me.
the the drawback here is that you don't have so many to go to for your sake, but you can give somebody else this massage and ASMR session.
Yeah, I mean, there are, I have found a few now that have started offering this. So there was a woman in Borås in Sweden who started offering this. I saw her on TV or I saw her on the internet, but everybody was tagging me in her post. So that kind of, I think, opened people's eyes to this. And since then, I've seen other accounts offering this, which I think is great. I think
Great.
also
Yeah.
the people that come to me are like, I've been searching for this for so many years, and like now I
Oh,
found you. I think it's, thanks to that woman being on TV as well, that, people have found my homepage and yeah, my work.
the impressive thing here is that you saw this void and you decided to fill that void, that this is needed, and I don't want to do this. So uh, educating yourself to massage therapist, but also a very clear objective that I'm also doing ASMR with
Yeah.
my clients.
Yeah. And the interesting thing is that, I am not naturally like a touchy feely person. I've always had like a lot of integrity. I I didn't used to, like hugs and stuff. I've always been like, boundaries. So I think even when I started my massage therapy training, I had a lot of discomfort in just being in that role of kind of giving a massage and massaging a stranger. And it was the same thing when I did my Reiki practitioner course. It's just always felt so uncomfortable to me, because it is very kind of intimate. Even if you're just giving a regular massage, you're holding space for a person, and you're giving them something, and you're letting them receive. So it's been quite tough for me actually, and I have questioned like, why am I doing this? But I keep on, yeah, I am not like the natural person to do this, but I feel like a calling. I really feel like I see so much potential in this work, apart from just the one-on-one sessions or the videos that I create, because I have so many kind of interests, and I can see now how everything is like coming together in what I'm creating now.
Right. That's beautiful. When you get there, I can definitely relate in my transformation. It felt like just different pieces of a puzzle, and I had no idea how, if they were interlinked. Is this a puzzle? But now I see, oh yeah, this is my life puzzle, and now I see the pieces and how they are interlinked. And I guess they become more visible the more we do, especially if we're multi-passionate. We ask ourselves more, how can I do these totally different, we think, tasks or titles, but then we realize, oh, it's our life puzzle, and we will make it work because it works. It does.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I really do also think it is my kind of destiny, because I've had this discomfort with I don't know if it's with like intimacy or just being yeah, definitely like had my boundaries. So I really believe like in this life we're here to break and move through certain blockages.
Yeah.
So, just because it feels uncomfortable doesn't mean that it's wrong. It could actually mean that it's right. That's how I'm kind of approaching this work, that whenever I feel triggered, I'm like, okay, I have to move through this. Like, I know this is, going to become something, and I'm not going to get there if I, keep on leaning into what's the same and what's familiar and what's comfortable to me. And I really do feel like I'm giving my clients and my viewers a good experience. So yeah, it's really like an interesting journey.
What you did in that interview or that filmed massage session was that you, I don't know what it's called, is scratch massage? What is it in English? Clean
Yeah.
massage.
Yeah, scratch therapy.
Scratch therapy. You
Yeah.
scratch someone's back.
Yeah.
And that's one of the best things I know when my mom, I mean, I'm grown up. I still love when my mom scratches my back. My daughter loves when we scratch her back. It's that, oh, wow. That it just, these tingles in the
Yeah.
scalp, like
Yeah.
really pleasant sensation with being scratched on one's back. It's amazing. And what you had these beautiful, was it in metal?
Yeah.
Um, how would you describe them? Like really long
Like
nails
metal
that
claws. Yeah.
metal claws,
Yeah.
beautiful metal claws, not scary, just beautiful. Like, ooh, they're beautiful.
Because I have to keep my nails, they're not, I don't have any clients right now, but I have to keep them pretty short when I'm massaging. So it's just a good kind of accessory to have so that I can give this scratch therapy. And what I think, makes ASMR such like a positive force in people's life is, the fact that I do think our bodies remember, like our body keeps the score, not only from trauma, but from these beautiful memories that we had in our childhood when we had like our parents nurturing us or grandparents or our best friend in school that would like braid our hair. I think ASMR kind of
Oh, that's amazing.
reminds us of these memories that we've had.
What other examples can you give? And now you mentioned, well, scratching one's back, braiding hair, like someone, oh, that's lovely when they braid hair.
Yeah, I think a
What other
lot of people
examples?
can I think a lot of people can relate to those examples, but I have one client, she's like, I'm so glad that you're doing these sessions because she would go and get her eyelashes done. Like she would go and get lash lift just to experience ASMR because it's yeah, so it's a lot of people can experience it like at the optician or I guess at the doctor's office. I don't really have that, but a lot of videos are from these really everyday kind of moments when someone is giving you attention. And I think that is the main point. Like when we get this kind of positive attention, it makes us feel safe and it calms us down and we can kind of co-regulate with another person even through a screen. So a lot of ASMRs we're actually just recreating these kind of situations where people have positive experiences.
Are these probably conditioned then when we are young in our childhood that, oh, I loved my mom scratching my back and therefore I would perhaps love it now, being
Yeah.
46 years old?
I think so. I think that there are
Yeah.
also a lot of like lice checking videos, like when like the school nurse would check your hair for lice. So that's like a category within
Really?
ASMR. Yeah. So I think I think people just want to be noticed and be seen. And that was a moment in their lives when they were being taken care of. So yeah.
I remember, and there was quite recently actually in our living room at home. We have a hamster, and my daughter said, "Listen, mom, this is ASMR. It's so ASMR." Our hamster was eating lettuce, like, and it was really. But come listen. And so okay, I sat next to the cage with our hamster. Like it was really satisfying, and that wasn't a pet. It was not, it was just me and, well, my
Yeah.
daughter, of course, who introduced me to this sound. It's like a cat purring. Cat purring is also makes me so comfortable and feels safe and just, oh, it feels great. But a hamster eating lettuce, that was surprising, but very
Yeah, I
pleasant.
know. I mean, these kind of eating videos, they're called mukbangs. They're quite huge, actually. So people just like eating wet food, kind of noodles, and the slurping sounds. So
I
I
can't
guess
stand that. But I understand
that's
if
not
other.
really that's not really my type either. I'm more into kind of like the nurturing videos and yeah, massaging other people or pretending that I'm massaging the viewer. I think those are the videos that I like to watch. But there's ASMR videos for people that have ADHD where they're just doing these like fast clicky things, and you're kind of supposed to surprise the viewer and be kind of all over the place with sounds and with visuals. So, I mean, there's something for everyone.
Wow. We're just touching on the topic. I guess there are plenty of categories and subcategories and niches and you name it. And
Yeah.
I actually saw after this situation, not situation, but our hamster eating lettuce, it just appeared on my feed somehow, a reel with someone else's hamster eating lettuce. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. The internet is wild, I guess.
We are wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
We talk about stimuli and then we have responses. So the stimuli are, I guess, most often audio, or there is like sound, and then visual, what we see. All right,
Right. That's
and
what we
then
see
we have
online.
touch
Yes.
online, right? And then we have touch,
Yes.
the tactile when we are live, IRL.
Yeah, but there are also like a lot of videos kind of trying to play on, our sense of smell, like holding up
Yeah.
the lavender oil and like, can you smell this? So there's definitely a lot of trying to kind of trying to break through the screen in different types of ways. And then there's also these slime videos that do feel, they look very tactile, but obviously you're watching them. But I know a lot of people now kind of associate slime to ASMR. Like when you actually get to hold the slime, you're like, wow, this is so satisfying. This is ASMR. So I think it's really opened up a new way of kind of enjoying and kind of experiencing, pleasure from things that we didn't really talk about or think about before.
Yes, we talk about it. I agree. Slime is very satisfying to hold in one's hands. I liked it when I was younger, and just recently I borrowed my other daughter's slime, and I'm like, oh, this is really nice. Still,
Yeah.
and the smell if it's new
Yeah.
slime.
Yeah.
So smells as well. Not odors, but scent, like lemon,
Yeah.
cutting lemon.
Like lavender oil, I guess,
Right.
is I mean, I am no expert when it comes to essential oils and stuff, but it's just something that I see in a lot of videos that people are like, I'm now spraying this I've done it myself, eucalyptus spray on you, and it's just kind of, we're trying to break through the screen and create kind of, you know, uh, a joined space. But definitely, it's the audio, it's the visuals that we can experience, on YouTube, on TikTok. But now also there are more ASMR studios opening, people offering these kind of sessions in real life.
I am so curious. I guess this market is huge, but it's also spreading wisdom and also raising awareness that this is open for many. That how often, I guess you get the question often, like what stimulates you in a positive, to a positive
Oh,
ASMR.
I don't. I don't get that.
And I'm
I don't.
asking you,
I don't have that many
you
people
you
that talk to
ask,
me about ASMR.
really? Oh, I
Yeah.
guess you ask your
Um,
clients where they come, they already booked something, but what stimulates you? I'm really curious to hear that.
well, for me, it's basically the type of content that I create. Not that I'm
Yeah.
stimulated by my own content, but but really like the visuals of like someone like gently massaging somebody, or and it's just the feeling of like, oh my God, I wish that was me getting that massage.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I think that's it, and just like soft spoken voices or whispers. I think that's kind of what I like. I also just like, I mean, I don't really have a hard time falling asleep, but sometimes you're just going through something stressful, or you have something stressful the next day. And then I actually just enjoy listening to somebody kind of talk very gently about it. Doesn't even matter what it's about. You're just like need something to distract your mind from whatever it's focusing on, so you can just sleep. So yeah, I also like those kind of videos where people are just like talking about their day.
That's so fascinating. It's some weird combination of presence and distraction at the
Yeah.
same time. We're distracting ourselves, but also in order to become more present in our
Yeah, I mean,
bodies. And
sometimes we just need our monkey mind to shut off, to shut up, so we're
yes,
lowering the volume of our own distracting thoughts and being guided into relaxation by somebody else. So, yeah, I think you can, I have created like guided meditations as well with ASMR, but yeah, sometimes you can just focus on somebody else's story or, yeah, and fall asleep.
do you react in a I don't know how to use this word, ASMR-ish way? Do you get an ASMR? Uh, do you say that or response when you watch your own videos?
No, it's like hearing your voice or seeing yourself recorded. No, I'm just in editing mode when I don't
Yeah.
rewatch my videos. I really should. I have one video that like my video that has performed the best. I like years I've been like, wow, I should rewatch it and see what was so special about it. I don't know if it was the
From
algorithm or yeah, but I can't watch it. So yeah, it's kind of hindering the development of my content that I'm not going back to watch my own videos. It's just I can't. Yeah.
Has your creativity and production changed now? I don't know if it's over the years since you started, but have you gone through certain phases? Then now, okay, now I'm in my whispering phase, and now it's my lemon phase, and now it's my lavender oil phase. Like, are there different phases? Can I sense from your videos that, oh, should we listen to that now?
Oh, no, maybe I think it just has to do with kind of the practicalities of my life. I've always wanted to create videos with other people, but I haven't always been able to do that. So now I have this location where I can film. I had a moment like about 2 years ago when I would go home to my friends and film at their house, like during my lunch break, but that was really tough. So no,
No.
I think maybe I wish I'd had different phases. Sometimes I feel like, wow, has my quality, have I learned anything? No, but I just kind of go with the flow. Actually, I don't plan that much because
Really?
I don't really have time to plan. I kind of just improvise most times.
That's cool. That's really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, well, I guess the only thing you plan then is with your clients. They book sessions with you.
Yeah.
Uh, well, it's the same for me actually. When I, of course, my podcast sessions, I book with like you with the guest and the theme, so we had some kind of framework. But when I do my reels, I have no idea. Okay, now I'm in a filming mode and I have something to say, but it's seldom planned.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I haven't been at that point in my life where I've had like the time to plan. I'm really grateful that I'm not a perfectionist because if I had been, I wouldn't have got anything done. So when I have time, when I feel inspired, which is quite often anyway, then I put it out there and I don't look back. But do
I
you say
keep.
that oh sorry.
Oh, please ask.
No, but do you have phases in what you're creating? Do you also have like can you see your own development and how you I mean how the work that you're putting out is being shaped by where you are or your interests?
For sure. I'm not that aware though at the time, but now when that's a great thing about Facebook when I check memories 3 years ago, 7 years ago. it just pops up, or you can actually open it actively. And I can say, oh, back then I did lots of quotes. Oh, and there I had lots of using the app Typerama. I used it all the time during a couple of years. And here, oh, this is that phase. So I was consistent in what I produced and created, but then it was just my way of being and my way of doing. And now afterwards, I can see, oh, I had that phase. Like, oh, and now I can actually republish content that I made 5 years ago. It feels so new because it's totally different from what I'm doing now, yet it's still relevant, timeless. So maybe my fans from back then would recognize, oh, this is Jenny back then. But it's still, you need this distance to see this, because midst everything, I don't know if I can say which phase I'm in now. I do a lot of podcasting now for sure, but I don't think I can say, oh, my Instagram pattern now is this, just like that. But it's a great discussion though.
Yeah.
But 2 years later, maybe, oh, that's what she did, and then that's what we did.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I do have kind of a vision of the type of content that I want to be creating. So I'm thinking that onwards, like some things are going to change and that I'm going to be able to create the type of work that I actually want to create. It's just, yeah, I have certain limitations. I have another job and yeah, a family and stuff. So, I do definitely feel like I'm moving in the right direction and things are opening up for me once I've started taking the steps. But yeah, some things do take time.
What things take time for you? I mean, creating ASMR content, videos, sessions. What takes most time? Is it a preparation, or is it just getting everything to work out? What is it?
No, I would say it's the editing. It's yeah, the
Editing.
editing takes time, but I've definitely simplified that process. But I guess as like a solopreneur, there's so many other things, besides the actual work that you're doing. It's responding to messages, it's creating content for Instagram and TikTok. And although I try to automate a lot of it and just have like my days when I create the reels and kind of schedule them. But yeah, I work sometimes 100%, sometimes 80% in another job. So yeah, I'm kind of like picking time from, during the day, during my lunch break. So I would say what's taking time is like the rest of my life. That's taking time. Yeah.
I can so relate. I
Yeah.
actually write in my affirmations in my journal, like I play with time.
Yeah. That's a
Because
good
I do.
one.
I play with
Yeah.
time, energy, and presence. That's
Yeah.
what I do. It's
And
fun.
I don't feel like there's anything wrong with how things are now, because I think I've come so far that I am trusting the process. I used to be a lot more frustrated before and felt like, oh gosh, I'm just like stealing time but now I see it as something beautiful that, I'm able to create time. And yeah, I think I'm just more leaning into trusting that everything will work out, because so far, when I've been trusting it, it has been working out.
Yes. Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's so beautiful. And also, because we're kind of similar, also, I guess, in our creative processes, and also the skill to hyper focus, I would say, when I do podcasting, that's the only thing I do now. I'm not planning a lot of stuff in my head or anything like, what am I doing later, shopping? No, this is just you and I now. We're having this conversation, nothing else going on. We're maximizing focus, presence, and making the best of this. And I think that's life skill. That's a hack. That's a superpower even.
Yeah. Agreed.
Do you get satisfaction massaging others or doing these sessions, live sessions? Do you feel that response as well?
No, no, I don't. And I'm glad I don't. I think that would be a bit weird. But no, absolutely
Yeah.
not. I don't know. For me, like
No.
ASMR it's more like a private thing. Like for me,
Mm.
it's something I can just watch like before I go to bed or something. So no, When I'm massaging others, I'm very in the present moment. I think that's why I feel like it's beneficial to me. So yeah, no, I don't get triggered when I'm massaging others, which I think is kind of healthy. I would be a bit
Yeah.
creeped out if I went to a therapist that was like, getting tingles from massaging me.
I just had to ask.
Yeah, but it's good that you asked. People might be, thinking that I'm weird.
No, but then also the beautiful part of it is that you're focusing 100% on your client and making him or her happy there
Yeah,
with your tools and your presence. That's beautiful.
yeah. But I'm also learning, I feel, so much from my clients. I mean, like I said, I'm not really this touchy-feely person, and I'm not either like the best person at kind of resting. It's really something that I am learning, and I feel like I'm learning it also from my clients. I mean, when was the last time I went for a massage? But me
Mhm.
like repeatedly seeing, because I only also massage women, so repeatedly seeing women take the time for themselves, I am learning so much from that to, also honor my own needs and just wants. It doesn't have to be a need, it can just be something you want to do. And I think that's what's so
Yeah.
beautiful with
Yes.
one of these sessions. It's really like, why not just enjoy life? There's so many hardships in life. We suffer a lot,
Yes.
not only from like our thoughts and, but some of us are going through really, really hard things. So I really like that I'm putting something out that doesn't have to be so deep. It doesn't have to be so serious. It's like a wellness practice, a moment of presence, a moment of really non-sexual pleasure. Um, so yeah.
It's just a form, or not just, wrong word, but it's a form of me time, how we spend our
Yeah.
me time.
Yeah.
And you said something very interesting and important, I believe, is that we focus on our wants. Do I need this hot cocoa? Do not know, but I want it. It sure gives me pleasure. That gives me tingles sometimes. Hot cocoa, drinking hot
Oh, that's
cocoa,
nice.
really good, high quality hot cocoa.
Yeah. Do you mean like the ceremonial cacao
Oh,
or
that too,
yeah.
different, but also cocoa with milk and or
Yeah.
some kind of milk and a cream or marshmallows, whatever. But also cacao. Though that's a
Yeah.
totally different experience as well. That ceremony is part of
Yeah.
the experience is part of that ceremony.
Yeah.
Do you want to share your ideas that you want to do? You said that you have like I have some ideas, or do you want to keep them for yourself?
Oh, it's okay. I've shared that I see so much potential. I think that's like one of the gifts that I have, that I'm just like, why is no one doing this? Why is no one doing that? And then, so I'm very much into personal development, spirituality, energetic healing. I have practiced, and I still practice Reiki and an healing modality called InnerDance, which is very much sound based. So I'm
Hmm.
starting to see like the connection between ASMR, being triggered by sound, and also this kind of modality of, it's a type of sound healing, I would say. And I'm also very much into the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza. And I haven't trained in hypnosis, but I'm guessing, we're kind of touching on the same things in almost everything I do. I'm very much into the subconscious mind and reprogramming the subconscious mind. And I'm just starting to like connect the dots. So I have a client, she was wearing an aura ring, and her aura ring had registered our session as sleep, but she was very much
Oh,
awake.
yeah,
So I'm just like, wow, okay, her brain
amazing.
waves are shifting. Can
And
I get people, yeah, can I get people into a relaxed state? And this is, you don't really have resistance to this ASMR. It's just, it goes so fast. So can I get people into a relaxed state and start working with limiting beliefs in a way? So that's kind of what I would like to do with this work, and have one-on-one sessions where it's not just like a massage session, but it's
uh,
actually a whole transformation. and that we're doing this in like a really safe container, and it's actually kind of pleasurable. It feels nice because change is so painful, but it doesn't have to be all the time. So can we create change that also kind of feels good and teaches the body how to feel good? Because I don't know, I just have so much experience of like suffering. So I know that I'm not alone in that.
And I'm pretty sure that you can heal others with your sessions. Imagine others also experience, well, hardships or just resistance with being touched, or if they carry some experience, that you can create a safe space.
Yeah,
It's a form of healing as well.
it is.
Not
Yeah.
only pleasure, but healing someone else that way. I'm convinced you're doing that.
Yeah, no, but I think that ASMR, I mean, if we're talking spirituality, how, I think it has to do with co-regulation, but I also think it is a form of like energy transfer from, the creator to the viewer, because, and it doesn't even have to be spiritual or, delulu in that kind of way. It's just watching someone be very calm and relaxed and kind of cater to another person is going to make that person calm and relaxed. So
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some science behind this as well, but I think it's kind of, you're kind of holding space for the viewer, or in the session, if I'm calm, I can actually calm another person down. If I'm stressed, that can also spill out to the environment. So yeah, I think there are some healing properties in this. And I think our body heals and we heal when we have a calm and regulated nervous system.
Yes. And can you tell us more about co-regulation? What is that for listeners who don't know? What does co-regulation mean exactly?
Well, I don't know if I'm the expert in explaining that, but I just see it as if you're in a room with someone that is very frustrated or stressed or annoyed, you're kind of gonna feel that energy from that person. So if we do the opposite, if we create an environment that feels safe and harmonious, we can, spread that emotion. I think it's just a very human thing that we can regulate with each other.
It's also awareness in this. That's what I do at work, co-regulating just by being there, being calm and staying calm when it storms or their reactions. Okay, I'm here. I don't have to say that much, really. Of course, I can. I'm also a coach and a hypnotherapist, but I can also just be there with my calm energy and stillness. And
Yeah.
it's also a way of act. And I'm very, very conscious of it. But of course, there are others who are not, they don't realize that that's what they're doing. They're positive, beautiful, harmonious beings helping others as well.
Yeah.
All right, Solange, this is, we could talk forever because if I ask you all the details about different categories, and wow, we need to round off somehow. Do you have any exercise or any food for thought, a question for reflection or something to our listeners?
That's a good question. I think my life changed the most when I started meditating. So I really do recommend meditation. It really has changed my life, and I still meditate almost every day. I did it religiously for like 2 years. I started with 11 minutes. But now, I don't know, I've been doing it for so long. And yeah, it's just, you're getting to know yourself. You're kind of being in the stillness with yourself, and it's going to be uncomfortable, and it's supposed to be. I think a lot of people
Yeah.
are just like, I can't meditate. I have so many thoughts. But that's kind of the point, bringing everything up to the surface. Yeah. So yeah, I think that just going within and learning about yourself that way is also beautiful. Also, journaling is a really nice practice.
There are many tools, and thank you so much, Solange, for being a guest on our show today. I am super honored to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
When our listeners now want to, well, get in contact with you, which websites, which contacts channels do you have?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to book a session, I'm at soleilsessions.se. I'm also Soleil Sessions on Instagram. And I also have Solange Musoke on Instagram, where I share more about kind of energy healing and more about my own journey. If you're just into the ASMR content, then I'm Soleil Sessions on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
Yes, and I will also post the links here in the description of
Thank
this
you.
podcast episode, so the listeners can click directly on
Yeah,
these
maybe I
sites.
should say that I'm based in Stockholm so that people don't go looking all over the world for me. But yeah, I accept clients in Stockholm.
For now, you do. Maybe, who knows, where you'll be traveling in the future.
Yeah, tour.
Tours. Oh, that's cool. Soleil
Yeah,
tour.
yeah.
All right. I'm interested. Thank you for being a guest on the show.
Thank you.
And I want to thank all listeners as well for listening. And you like and you follow and you share the episodes with your friends and, well, people you think that could not only learn, but react in a positive way. Because I want to do, my dharma here is to make a change, that for someone to just recognize something and think that, oh, this is something I can do to take my next step. There's so many ways to well-being, to better mental health, to finding one's way in life, and like learning to know more about ourselves. There are so many ways, inspiring methods, techniques, guests that I want to share and spread this wisdom, spread these techniques and knowledge. So thank you very much also for contacting me. So please, if you resonate with the topics of a podcast, and I really do want to discuss all kind of topics, just contact me for being a guest. But also, if you have ideas, guests that you want to have on the show, just send me some names and let's see. I'm so curious to find out more, and thank you. I'm so grateful for creating this space for us, and this we do together. So thank you very much to all of you.